Here's Baker. Lets a three fly, and the Hornets another three.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
On the wing, Vassell. Pass to Owens. Here's Sochan. Puts up a three. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Here's Baker. Ball outside. The three. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Vassell outside. A good look from Johnson. Oh, that one's off. Still out of sync. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor.
And when you think of the time Johnson spent with the U.S. team, I mean, the coaches and players he was around, absolutely huge for this young player and his development.
Baker gets the bucket.
I just love the ball movement.
San Antonio has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Johnson was part of that U.S. team that played in 2021. Man, what a great experience, Grant.
Oh, B.A., I mean, I can speak in great detail how much you can gain playing for the U.S. team. Johnson continued to grow as a player after that summer and was a great addition to that team as well.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Collins finds Vassell. Here's Sochan. Three-pointer. Williams grabs the board.
Oh, wow. Okay, we're going to start the game with 4 straight misses. Look, that's about as rough as it gets. It'll get going soon.
Williams on the wing. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And going against San Antonio, their first meeting of the year.
They should have steamrolled this club last year, but that's not how it played out.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Pass to Baker. Six to shoot. Here's Thor. Charlotte needs to get one up in a hurry. Baker gets the bucket.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Vassell outside. To the left side wing. Pass to Sochan to end the drought. No good on the shot.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Here's Baker. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. The shot no good. Vassell with it. Guarded now by Williams. Here's Johnson. And it's Thor with a rebound.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Pass to Williams. And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Charlotte. Charlotte making some changes. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Thor. Martin comes in for Warren. And Terry Rozier subbed in for LaMelo Ball. The free throw drops for Williams. Well, we're still in the stage of the season where new teammates might not be in sync, RJ. How long do you think it takes for a team to gel?
Well, it depends on the amount of turnover. If you're talking about adding 1 or 2 different guys, that's something versus adding 5 or 6. After training camp and preseason, teammates have a better chance to kind of figure things out, and they should be on the same page by now.
Richards is checked in for Charlotte. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter. And the Spurs call time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Back to Schroeder. A shot to stop the run. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Charlotte has gone 3 of 4 on threes here in this first quarter. Here's Baker. 10 points for him. And the Hornets call time here. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Atlanta.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
There's 57 seconds left now in the first quarter. Basket counts. 12 points for him.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Schroeder with it. Taking a look at his production, averaging just over 8 points a game. Again, the miss by the Spurs. For Charlotte, they've got 7 of 8 in the basket. Pass to Baker. And he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Graham. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Over to the left wing. Fires the three. Baker gets the bucket.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with plenty of breathing room. 23 points to end the quarter. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a very convincing performance from the Hornets so far.
Well, clearly they played the
Offensive possessions for the other team. Tough to win with no extra possessions.
The Spurs have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second.
Thanks. DJ in the last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He scored 64 points and was on point from deep. He was focused, very productive. The team leaned on him all night. Guys?
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Out left to the wing. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Good on the bucket.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
And he's able to get it back. Here's Baker. And he slams it in one-handed.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Well, the Spurs shooting a tough 22% from the field so far. Allen in the high post. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sent shockwaves into the opposition sails.
And he shows the focus there, nails the tee. Martin, he's checked in for Charlotte. And the Spurs making a change here. .102 left to play in the second quarter.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Allen. To the left wing. The three. It doesn't go for him. And Charlotte going the other way now.
You cannot play worse offensively, although he's trying, and he hasn't made one shot yet. I feel for him.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. Goes back up. Williams. It's deflected. Allen against Martin. And it's blocked by Martin. Count that bucket. Here's Charlotte. They're on a 15-6 run. Here's Baker, covered by Schroeder. Baker gets the bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Oh, it's blocked by Williams. And so it's Charlotte with zero pressure as they hold on to a 35-point advantage. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. We've got TJ Warren, and it's Thor in at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay. Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Down low. And ball throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there. And the defense was all over him once he got in close. Didn't want him to get too comfortable.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
The Hornets making a switch here. Lopez is checked in. San Antonio shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Here's Sohan. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. Here's Baker. Collins defending. Got it. 33 points for him.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
The Spurs have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA expanding its footprint through video games. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "There's an opportunity to capture a new kind of fan who isn't currently watching our games but enjoys playing NBA 2K. By learning about the players in the